say that death and taxes are the two certainties in life that can never be avoided. They were relevant issues in the minds of and the lives of people back in Jesus' day too. In those days, everybody was required to pay a temple tax once a year. And the religious tax collectors would go around to the people of Israel to collect that tax. It was 2 drachmas, which was the equivalent of 2 days' labor. So not only did you have to look out for the civil authorities, you had to look out for the religious authorities as well. And so this is happening, and Peter and Jesus are talking about it. Later on, the Apostle Paul tells us that we should pay taxes that are due, Romans chapter 13. Jesus sort of has another take on it. He asks Peter, what do you think? And he starts talking about civil authorities. He says, do civil authorities tax their own children or the children of others? And Peter's like, well, it's the children of others that are taxed. He goes, well, we're children of God, so we should be exempt from the taxes, lest we have a contradiction. Jesus tells Peter, hey, just so we don't offend, let's go ahead and pay the tax. And he sends Peter out to do what he's good at, to catch fish. And Jesus tells him, look in the mouth of the first one you catch. And he finds a 4 drachma coin in the fish's mouth, probably a pretty big coin. And that's enough to cover the temple tax for both Peter and for Jesus for that year. Jesus tithing to the church. Jesus and Peter talking about taxes philosophically and going ahead and paying them. If God can use somebody's profession, fishing, in order to provide, not only for their income and their family's income, but for things like tithing and for paying taxes, then God can provide through what we do for the very same purpose, in order not to offend. Of course, for Jesus, the temple was already well on its way to becoming obsolete. He was about filling people up with his presence, and he knew that that temple would be destroyed in about 35 years. So let's not quibble. Let's pay our taxes. Let's pay our tithes. We don't need to be upset. We don't need to be mad. God can provide a coin in the mouth of a fish. He can provide in the things that you and I are good at. God can provide.
Still people are starving, so I just keep on carving.